Now she's branded for being this narcissistic, toxic, abusive cheater. What's up, y'all? Welcome or welcome back to my channel, the channel, this channel, that channel. So let's talk about Jada Pinkett Smith, right? Right now, she is like the most hated woman in America, after the slap. Now, before the slap, when it was just the entanglement, she was still public enemy #1. But now I'm seeing all of these think pieces and articles calling her a narcissist, saying that the slap was her fault.
I'm so tired of hearing that bullshit.
That she gave Will Smith this look that channeled to him, telepathically, that he was to go up there and slap Chris Rock. So they're saying that she made him slap Chris Rock.
That doesn't make no sense.
And let me say this, no, stop it. Will Smith is a grown man, okay? He's in control of his actions. He chose to go up there and slap Chris Rock. Jada did not make him do that.
That part.
But I think people are so eager to blame her for the slap, right? To let Will off the hook, because throughout this whole ordeal, they've been treating Will Smith like this innocent victim, right? Because first of all, they saying she cheated on him, and I don't think she cheated. I think they had an open arrangement, and Hollywood been rumoring that for years. I think they had an open arrangement. And, like they said, Will Smith had his other dealings on the side and she had hers. And at the end of the day, he did stay. And even he said there was no infidelity.
Infidelity in the marriage and how you navigated that time.
There's never been infidelity in our marriage.
Right? He denied infidelity. So if he's saying there was no infidelity and she had this relationship that he knew about, and even August Alsina said he knew about it, then I don't think it's cheating. However, I did think that, the misogynists were chomping at the bit to vilify her because they were like, oh, look, now she cheating. Women cheat too, right? Because to be honest, we're used to seeing men cheat. And there is a double standard when it comes to women cheating and men cheating. Because typically, a man cheats, the woman stays, who cares? People make a fuss about it, but people move on. They don't necessarily nail people to the cross, men to the cross for that. I mean, hell, look at Tristan Thompson. He cheated on Chloe and had a whole damn baby. And they treating Jada worse than they treating him. It's like crazy.
It's blasphemous.
And as far as people calling her evil, a narcissist and all that, and she's toxic to him and abusive to him, I don't see it. Now, I don't live with them. I don't know what goes on in their house. I'm not inside their minds. But from the way I see it, I don't see it. I really don't see it. I think people are doing a little too much. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Will Smith is, like I said, he's grown. He's in control of his own actions. If he's that upset about the situation, he can leave the marriage, I guess. You know what I mean? He can leave the marriage. That's an option for him. Like, these dudes out here, they're madder than Will Smith. They act like Jada cheated on them. And I will say, I find it very interesting how not only hers, but Will Smith, their public image has taken a dramatic turn. Now, I think Will Smith, he did get banned from 10 years from the Oscars, right? But he'll be okay. I think his career will be okay. His money will be okay. But his reputation, there's been, irreversible damage done to it. He's always going to be known for that slap. And now him and Jada, they're always going to be known for that entanglement. And Jada, she went from just being a very beautiful actress, right? The other half of a power couple in Hollywood, a black power couple in Hollywood, talented kids, whatever. That was her reputation pre-entanglement. But ever since that happened, now she's branded for being this cheater, and now she's branded for being this narcissistic, toxic, abusive cheater. And it's like, now it's irrevocable damage to her career. She can never get back the image that she had before that. And I think it's really sad, because at the end of the day, people cheat all the time.
Bitch, what?
But I don't think it's worth people's, reputations and careers being destroyed.
I beg your pardon?
If we're being honest. You remember when Tiger Woods cheated on his wife? They pulled his sponsorships. They crucified him. But, to be honest, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think it's because she was a white woman.
Huh?
And he was a man of color. That's what I think it was. But anyways, that's another topic. At the end of the day, did Jada Pinkett Smith kill anybody? Did she commit an act of terror? Like, I think people are taking this way too far. Leave that woman alone. Let her have her peace. That's her marriage. She say she happy. He say he happy. They're both adults. That's their business, right? And honestly, She made it worse for herself by even addressing it. Because when August Alsina came out and said it, it was a big story, right? Because, I mean, it was about an A-list couple. But August Alsina wasn't even that relevant at the time. So the story had its traction. It would have ran for a couple of weeks and we would have forgot about it. But the fact that she took it upon herself to address it on her little red table talk, right? It just made it so much worse. And when she let the word entanglement slip out of her mouth.
Why? Why?
It was over. She done gave this thing a whole new word. It took on a brand. It spread like wildfire. And that's when people really got on her. So honestly, she should have just left it alone. I know she was probably thinking that she was going to spin this into a little bit of content for her little, red table talk show on Facebook. But she could have left it alone. If I was her publicist, I would have said this. I would have put out a nice little statement for her that basically said, I'm not going to address the rumor. I'm not going to justify it. Me and my husband are very happy where we're at. He's here. I'm here. Bottom line, my marriage is private. I'm not going to, entertain any rumors about any alleged affairs. That's what I would have said. And then if she would have did that, again, it would have died down. Because like I said, in Hollywood for years, they've been rumoring that her and Will had some sort of open arrangement, open marriage. So it really wasn't anything new. We just didn't have any concrete evidence, or they didn't have any concrete evidence or somebody to actually come forward to say, yeah, I was involved with Jada, or yeah, I was involved with Will Smith. So that did kind of, add a new layer to it. But at the end of the day, it's just an affair in Hollywood or whatever, or open marriage in Hollywood. That's nothing new. The story would have died down, but she did make it worse. And like I said, now she can't get her reputation back, her or Will. And I really wish Will Smith didn't do that slap, at least not right there on stage, like people were saying, catch him at the after party, catch him backstage. Hell, get his address and go to his house. There's so many different ways he could have dealt with that. But all the good things he's done is going to be overshadowed by that slap. Will Smith was the first rapper to win a Grammy. He gave us Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, a classic, black television show. I mean, he's been in so many great movies. His work in Hollywood has just been so stellar over the span of his career. The Wild Wild West movies, and Men in Black. Come on, Men in Black. Like, he just tarnished his reputation with that, because that's always what he's going to be known for. And then now I'm hearing, I don't know if it's true, but Netflix and other networks that have done, movies with him, they're putting him on a shelf. They're not going to release the movie. Now, I think they'll release it in the future, but right now they want to let, some of the heat die down, some of the controversy die down, which it will. We'll stop talking about it eventually, but I really wish he wouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? And now, as far as y'all making Jada culpable for this slap, again, stop it.
I'm tired of hearing it.
Stop it. Will Smith is an adult. He knew what he was doing. I doubt that Jada, and people are saying that she gave him some look, which I didn't even see the look. From what we seen, she rolled her eyes, showing signs of disapproval at the joke, right? She was not happy. And then the camera panned back to Chris Rock. So we didn't even see any look. Now, I think that Will Smith was kind of chuckling, kind of laughing it off, or at least the joke didn't hit him. Because I'm be honest, the G.I. Jane joke didn't hit me right away, because I haven't seen that movie in ages. So I forgot G.I. Jane was a woman who had shaven her head, right? So I think the joke kind of did go over his head, and people was just kind of chuckling anyway, because that's what you do in polite company. You laugh. Even if a joke is not funny, you just kind of laugh it off. But then he looked over, I think he looked over at Jada and saw, that she wasn't happy. And that's when he decided to get up and go do what he did. So I don't think she gave him a look. He looked over at her.
Let's be clear.
And, again, people are acting like they feel so sorry for Will Smith. They treated him like this victim. And it's such a double standard, because we know that women get cheated on all the time, particularly, by these celebrities and these athletes. And these same dudes who are crucifying Jada, they don't have any sympathy for women that are in a similar situation as Will.
Let's talk about that.
When women get cheated on, they're not out here making posts and making tweets, talking about the dude and how the dude is messed up and all this and all that, and making judgments against his character, and denouncing him and condemning him. They're not doing all that because they don't care. It's all rooted in misogyny, and y'all are trying to make Jada responsible for Will's actions.
That is absolutely ridiculous, okay?
Just stop it. Just stop it. And not for nothing, but narcissism is actually a psychological disorder or a personality disorder. One of the two. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know. You need a clinical psychologist.
That part.
You need a clinical psychologist to tell you that. I'm not one. But all these people who are making these videos calling her narcissist, they ain't took a psychology class a day in their life. So please stop trying to diagnose people and stop using that term loosely. Don't know what the hell they talking about. Do not know what the hell they talking about. But yeah, Jada, she didn't shoot the sheriff. She didn't shoot the Pope. Leave that woman alone, okay? Let her live. And stop trying to diagnose people online, because y'all are not psychologists. Y'all are not clinical psychologists. Y'all are not psychiatrics.
Huh?
Wait, not psychiatrics. Psychiatrists. See, I damn forgot my damn words. Y'all are not psychiatrists, so just leave it alone. And stop trying to blame her. Stop trying to blame that black woman. Leave her alone. But that's all I got to say about it. That's that on that. It's a wrap for this video, and I will see you in the next one.